big things going on here in terms of announcements with space and military technologies, specifically in the form of satellite technologies. And with Russia revealing details about its first Predator satellite. And what they're saying is that there's all this talk about weapons and lasers and rockets and bad things when it comes to satellites. They're saying that they've developed something that's a good thing. It is a satellite that will go around and it will chew up and eat up and collect all of the junk flying around in space. It will then use this high compression net, a Titan net is what they call it, to compress this down and grind it into dust. Then the dust will be mixed into a so-called pseudo-liquid to fuel things. Sounds decent concept in terms of cleaning up the area of junk, but I could assume that if it could snatch up junk and grind it to dust, it could also do the same thing to a working satellite or an enemy satellite or anything else. So it is a monster in its own right. They can say that it's up there to clean up stuff, but this thing is basically a satellite eater to crush it and to pulverize things in so many ways. So the Predator satellite's one thing, and we know that Russia's been on the scene in terms of space and the space race for some time. We know that China's jumped in there. Israel jumped in there and sent some mysterious time capsule, so to speak, to the moon. You know, China's on the backside of the moon. The United States is saying that their next big thing outside of the ISS is going to be involving the moon. India has been launching, and now India joining the Super League. This is what they're calling it, because they just shot down a satellite with a precision missile. They're saying that this is part of a highly complex test launch that was successful. So they've got ongoing tensions with Pakistan. Obviously, they don't get along with China the greatest neither, and China and Pakistan are way better allies than anyone else in the region outside of China and Russia. So China, India, Russia, all a bunch of countries here that are making big moves in terms of space, and some of these two moves just the latest. So I wanted to make mention of what Russia and India are doing here. I'm going to leave links with more information. Follow me on Twitter for the latest. This has been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.